All right, welcome back to the Keep It Real podcast. I got Edgar today, which is super cool because we were just talking right before this, and Edgar and I have never even really like hopped on a call or anything. We've been DMing back and forth. We have a mutual friend, Felipe, and dude, we have the same personality. Like it's weird. Like we've never talked or met or anything, and it's like we've known each other for a long time, which is cool. And like we were just talking right before we started this, and we're like, yeah, I want to kind of go into your story, but also like let's just cut to the chase and just start providing value. That's the same way I am. Like let's not make this fluff. Let's not make this a waste of time for anybody. Like a lot of my episodes are short, so I'm glad that you're on the same page with me. So welcome to the podcast, bro.
Hey man, thanks so much for having me. I'm glad to be here. And kind of like you said it, just alignment. You're like one of those friends that you don't see in a long time. And it's okay because when you guys see each other, you just shoot the shit like you guys just together yesterday. So thanks for having me on, Nolan. Felipe, shout out to you.
Sure.
Got through Nolan because of you guys' podcast, and I thought it was very filled with a bunch of gold, man, bunch of value. You're in the trenches and you don't hear that a lot. So here to help.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So we'll quickly just go through it and then we'll get into the good stuff. Like kind of I don't even know, but for the listeners, like what's your story? How long you been in the industry? Where are you at now versus where you started?
Born and raised Arizona, sir.
Love
So,
that. Me too.
uh, you too?
Yes, sir.
Gang, gang.
Yes, sir.
There's not many of us left, man. So, honestly, born and raised AZ. I left here for a little bit, which was very helpful, insightful. Got me away from kind of what I was used to here in the same crowd. And then started real estate out in California about 2010, and then came back here, had kid very early. I have four boys now.
Oh yeah.
They're my fuel every day. Just had a newborn. My oldest is 16, and then I have a 10 and soon to be 9. So they keep me
Congrats,
busy.
bro. Yeah.
And then real estate, man, just changed my life. Been doing it 16 years now. DB right now, we have about 27 agents.
Nice.
And for me, it's just you put in what you get out. You get out what you put in is what I'm trying to say. And for me, I found this industry very early and found that nugget alone. And I was like, man, I can be the creator of my own future.
Yeah, that's awesome. What made you want to start a brokerage? I mean, were you ever a solo agent or from the get-go, you're like, I want to build this thing into a team?
Worked for a pretty successful agent in California as an assistant.
Okay.
I did that for 2 years. Ran her business, became a solo agent with under the same brokerage. Worked my way up. My broker there was a great mentor, taught me a lot of commercial real estate. That's kind of what I'm doing now, more in my realm, is doing more commercial. It was a vacation home market. I lived up in Lake Arrowhead. I don't know if you heard of Big Bear. It's like a
Yeah.
huge ski resort. And so I lived
Sure.
in a little town about 30 minutes west of there, private lake called Lake Arrowhead. It was a little touristy town, Nolan. And young little Mexican me here coming in, got my real estate license, and I was young. I just stood out in the crowd. Everybody was there, Tommy Bahamas, shorts and sandals, show up to the office like they're on vacation. And I was really young at that time, and I wanted people to take me serious. So I would come in suits, tie, and with a briefcase. So I looked like a damn like little attorney kid.
Yeah.
And made my stamp in that market. And I did that for 5 years there, and then just realized, excuse my language, fuck California and the politics and just you make more money, but you spend more money. So
Correct.
all my family was here. Wanted to just come back home. Took the leap of faith, got my license here, started as a solo agent for this company. Eventually worked my way up to become partners with the owner of this company, and then eventually became the sole owner with my now fiance of the company.
Nice.
And with that time, I got my broker's license and then became the DB.
How's that been kind of being a DB instead of an agent now? Because obviously you have a lot more responsibility, a lot more mentorship, coaching, I'm assuming. How you
You have
liking?
kids?
I don't have kids yet. No, I'm around a lot of
Shit.
kids.
Uh, it's a lot of responsibility. I just feel like I don't want to call it adult babysitting, but it is things like putting out fires, which you already do. All agents do. It's just different types of fires, more admin fires, more legal fires. Obviously, everything's pretty serious when it comes to involving a broker. Um, and yeah, compliance. So with that, Nolan, though, comes a good team, you know? So I could not do this without the right people, without the right team, people in place. Oh, my bad. I need to probably mute that.
No, you're good.
Let me get that out of here.
Yeah, it's like it's funny. I meet a lot of agents and either agents like I have a young kid on my team or on my crew. His name's Ari. I don't know if you've met him or heard of him. He's 22 years old. He's got a team of like 26 to 30 agents. He kills it. He's probably on track for 100 million this year, and he just loves the aspect of a team, you know. And there's like agents like me or like some of my mentors, and it's like we'll always just be solo agents because we just want to run our own thing. Like obviously I have assistants and showing partners and all that, but like you can't go wrong either way. It's a completely different avenue. You know, it's a different business completely, but you can win in both fields if you do it correctly. So is that kind of the path you're on now? Like you're sticking, are you growing the team or is that your goal or are you sticking to what you have right now?
I don't like to go more depth than width, you
Okay.
know.
Hmm.
So kind of just picking off what you said, you're a solo agent,
Correct.
right? You know that if you don't complete certain tasks throughout the day, pushing needles forward, you know, you're not going to make any money,
Yeah.
right? And so with the brokerage side of things, it's the same thing. You know, it's just like a business, branding, having discipline to just have filters and systems in place to bring in the right people, create the right culture, lean in core values. Essentially, what you're doing as a solo agent, I'm just doing it too, just with more people, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. You know, at the end of the day, I think as a broker, I'm trying to just have people mirror my actions and my lifestyle and my discipline, just because that's what's helped produce the results. And I'm sure you could attest to that yourself.
Mhm.
Just based on the little bit I know about you, you have, you know, same level of mindset.
How old are you? You look super young to have four kids.
Nolan, we're getting personal, bro.
Yeah, I love it.
Bro, we just
I
met.
know, dude. Is that real? How
Nolan,
much do you
you're gonna
weigh?
hit me like that, my guy.
You
How
look
old are
like you're
you?
my you look like you're my age. I'm 30.
I'm 33, man.
That's awesome, bro.
Let's keep it
So
real.
like the reason I ask is because like a lot of the people who listen to this, I'd say it's more higher level listeners versus like brand new agents, but we get a mix of both. And it's like they're usually like in our same boat as far as like mindset. But the thing that I'm experiencing is when they get to like our level or where we're at, like they kind of cap out on mentorship. Like how are you learning what to do and how to do it? Are you self-teaching yourself right now, or do you have good mentorship?
One big theme for me this year moving forward is just like I wanted to surround myself with different type of people, yourself included. You know, I just like you said, I reached out to you. Felipe and I haven't really hung out, but man, him and I got stuck in a parking garage after meetings talking for 3 hours.
Love that.
And that just doesn't happen with anybody. That just happens with people that you can align with.
Hmm.
It's just a different frequency, I would say. Um, to me, it's almost like an equation,
Yeah.
right? So morning routines, like just self-care, input equals output. And I think just even as a solo agent, you're doing those same things, you know.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to now for myself bring people with me, you know, on that wave, on that ride and journey. And not everybody's gonna want it, and not everybody's gonna do it, you know.
Which to me is, I would rather find out if they don't want that because like this conversation is probably one of my favorite ones. One of my favorite speakers is Dustin Runyon. If you haven't heard of him, I'll send you one of his
It's my
podcasts.
boy.
You know him?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, dude. He open book. I love him.
Dude, he's
Shout
amazing.
out.
He just spoke. We just went to an event last week. He spoke on stage with one of my buddies, and his biggest thing was about alignment. And he talks a lot about alignment, but like inner conflict. If you have any inner conflict, like you're just self-sabotaging yourself nonstop. And that's what I see is it's the easiest thing to fix, but it's the most common issue. I mean, I'm even guilty of it most times too. But like with between agents who are where they want to be or stuck, it's usually the self-development side or the inner conflict and not being aligned. It's not the doing more of certain thing or doing like it's just stick to the basics, figure out yourself, the income will follow. Are you seeing that same thing?
Yeah, so same thing with like going back to the people, like, hey, it wasn't so hard to like reach out to you guys and to you and Felipe, and Like, hey, what's up? It was pretty easy. It's just doing it, keeping it simple. Hey, what's up, guys? How are you?
Mhm.
Uh, and it's mundane. It's boring sometimes, but it's what we signed up for. I mean, it's just the name of the game. 100%. I agree.
So you're probably seeing that with your agents. Like, are you coaching them through that, or are you looking for agents who already kind of have that it factor and you're doubling down on them? Because you did say depth. I mean, I'm assuming you already have the good ones. Now you want to make them better rather than like teaching a bunch of agents how to think that way.
I would say when I took the brokerage over Nolan, I had a mixed bag. I had some
Okay.
vet, agents, some newer agents. Some agents have reached out organically and now are just kind of under us as coaches and mentoring them. Um, Now where I'm at, I just want to bring in the right people that have the same alignment, the same values. Just and for me, I have to lead by example. I can't just talk about it. I gotta be the person. I gotta make the calls. I gotta go to the gym. I gotta eat well, and I can't just say it. I have to do it. I have to do it in front of them. I have to do it over and over again. I have to show up to the office, every day and do the work, and it's sometimes mundane, but that's part of it.
Yeah, they're mirroring you. So the second you start taking a step back or self-sabotaging, they're going to assume they can do it too, or subconsciously they're going to start doing it too. So for you, it's almost like a forced accountability too, which kind of helps. That's why I kind of like teams. As a team leader, you're forced, like my buddy who's 22, he's forced to show up every single day. He's forced to double down on his results because then his team doubles down. So it's forced accountability.
Rippling effect. And I feel like even though we don't classify ourselves as a team, we're essentially a team, family, I'd like to say, trying to create that family culture within the business and the brand. um, and so to me it's just like having, like you said, it's all interconnected. If you have a problem at home, you're going to probably not have a good day at work,
Hmm.
right? So it's realizing that and being honest with yourself instead of, lying to yourself and continuing to believing those lies. The moment you realize, hey, the truth is going to set you free, and you're honest with yourself, and you follow that up with clarity and then actions, dude, your life changes.
Hmm. Simple, simple, not easy. So the agents who are killing it at your brokerages, obviously there's some doing better than others. What's like some characteristics that separates them, do you think?
I'm noticing two things that are really successful right now. And I mean, I could attest to what you're doing:
Mhm.
consistency, systems, platforms taking advantage of what you're good at. Each agent that I see has different niches. Some of the most successful agents I'd see have had some time to build clientele and stay in touch with that clientele over time consistently. The last 36 months kind of sucked, as you know. But if you stayed in touch with all those people, man, they're knocking on your door right now. And you didn't really have to do much. Another thing that I'm seeing that's a huge success is just you're always only as good as your systems and platforms
Mhm.
and operations. So I have an agent that just was a pilot, um, and he is just detailed to the T. And he has great systems and processes that runs his company very efficiently and smoothly. And so I'm very grateful, even for people like you, even doing this podcast, how simple it was to get this up and rolling. I'm noticing, hey, it's like you said, it's simple and easy. It's easy. Is it what did you say right now? It's easy but hard.
Simple, not easy. Yeah, it's
There you
very
go.
simple, but
Simple but not
maybe
easy.
overcomplicated. Yeah.
So right now, jumping on this pod, dude, how simple is this?
Yeah. Most people won't do it just because they overthink it, they put too much thought into it, they think of all the bad outcomes I could have or whatever. And I'm
Do I
just
have the right mic? Do I have the right lighting? Just fucking do it?
Dude, I mean, my mentor, it's my best friend as well, Chris Bowers. If you haven't met him, you guys would totally hit it off. But we always joke around like I'm just lucky that I guess I'm dumb enough to not overthink anything. I don't get embarrassed. I don't overthink anything. I just freaking, you tell me what to do, I'll do it. I'll mess up 100 times, but I'll figure it out as I go, and I'll get way farther ahead than like sitting down for 4 months trying to figure out how to make it perfect. That's just not me. Thank goodness. It's a blessing and a curse because of the first couple tries are going to be sloppy, but that's how you learn. and I just take action quickly, and it's not always polished, but then I
Bro,
learn quickly.
start at episode one if you haven't on Nolan's podcast, guys. You can just see the progression.
Really? That's
Yeah,
funny.
over time, bro.
I
Come
gotta
on
go
now.
back and listen. Yeah.
Yeah, just like from episode one, two, three. I mean, just like you said, you just did it, started it, and fixed it along the way. And kudos to you. Like tying all this back down, Nolan. Like who do I look up to people like you? You're doing shit. You're doing things that people aren't. So you're a mentor. You're a coach. I'm talking to you now. I'm talking to people, and this goes out to everybody. Talk to people that are already doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
All right. I call it, I paid the dummy tax. All right. I've been doing this shit 16 years. Clearly, times have changed. You know, we have a lot of new technology, social media, and all that stuff. But damn, some of that shit still works. You know,
Mhm.
some of the old school. So take it all and learn from people you want to be like. Everybody has niches. You can be good at podcasts. You can be good at social media. You can be great at open houses, great at farming. I prefer cold calling. That's
Oh
my
yeah.
shit. That's what I love to do.
Hey, props to you.
I sit back in AC and call, man. It's like, but everybody has a way, is what I'm trying to say. And so, you know, if there's anyone I go to for mentoring and coaching right now, it's just a lot of people in my life that I want to be like. And I thank them and I'm grateful that they're all in my life. It doesn't matter what age, everybody brings something different to the table. And I think just in my life, one thing I'm trying to do is to surround myself with positive, like minded people.
Yeah. I mean, it rubs off. As cliche as it is, you really become who you surround yourself with, but it works in the opposite effect. You're around people who are negative or have low frequency, like we were saying. You don't even realize it. It really starts to rub off on you. And we don't have, life's too short to have any of those distractions or any of that negative energy. So, like that, I mean, that was my biggest thing too when I was trying to become a better mentee and find other people to be around is there's a lot of people who make a lot of money in our industry, but they're miserable. Like I really wanted to be around people who have good emotional intelligence, good lifestyles. They carry themselves up. They have good reputations, because that's where the line could be blurred in our industry, unfortunately, in my opinion. And that's where you could really see some potential self-sabotage or you could get burned out really easily, chasing a paycheck because you can make a lot of money either way. But if you're doing it in a way that you're around people that you like and they handle themselves correctly, that's when the momentum starts to double down, at least for me.
Hey, momentum brokers. I'm just kidding. No, you said it though. It's like fulfillment, right?
Yep.
It's a next level of fulfillment that no monetary or material thing can come close to. And I feel like that's why we connect with the people we do at different, levels. Uh, I am very grateful to be surrounded like people like you and Felipe, and other mentors I shout out to right now in my life. Again, this year the theme is surround yourself with people that you want to be like,
Yeah.
and you are going to be who you surround yourself. It sounds like you said cliche. You are in control of your environment. You eventually become your environment, and people is included in that environment. So if you surround yourself with negativity all day, you're probably going to be negative yourself.
100%. I'm always curious because like you probably, I mean, I have 100 and as of today, 102 people in my because I'm at EXP in my downline, so it's not technically my team, but yeah, they're
Bro, but you are impacting 102 lives.
102. I mean, there's 250 of us in the crew, so I help everyone, but under me is 102, so it's pretty crazy.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Yeah. So I mean, I have a lot of people come to me, but like we're not a team, so I don't have as much responsibility as necessarily you. And I'd say I just want to get your thoughts on it, and I can share mine too, is like when people come to you and they're doing everything that we're saying, they're just not seeing any changes happening. What are you experiencing on your end is like, how do you even have that conversation and what do you think is the reason?
I think the big factor, in my opinion, Nolan, is the part of the equation of success is time.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to talk about it. Everybody sees highlights on all kinds of platforms now,
Mhm.
and nobody sees the I think you said in one of your first episodes, and you don't, like you said, back to what you said recently right now, you don't see a lot of people in the trenches doing what you're doing
Yeah.
podcasts. It's usually people that have already done it, did it, successful, and now their main job is doing podcasts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're actually working real estate. So part of that equation to me is time. I've been doing this 16 years. Where I'm at, did not happen overnight. I'm still not even where I want to be at. The fire that I have the responsibility, just like you said, 102 people under you. I wake up like, man, there's a lot of people. If I don't show up, a lot of people I'm letting down,
Yeah.
you know? And so again, I have to show up, do the mundane shit, call, be in here, sit down, do the same shit every day. But then I realize why I'm doing it for,
Yeah.
and it's that level of fulfillment, like you said, that no other thing compares to. And that's for me, what I would say out there. Just remember, this is not an overnight success story. This
Mhm.
is something that is going to be hopefully something you're doing for the rest of your life. I don't never see myself retiring. Well, no, like there's deals left and right every single day.
Mhm.
There's fires that need to be put out every single day. There's people that need help and guidance every single day. I don't even call myself like a salesperson. I'm just helping people. And thank God it pays the bills. It's just another mindset, I believe. But time, you got to put in your time. It's not gonna happen. There's no cutting corners, because it's gonna build you and mold you with character that you don't understand now, but you will understand once you put your time in, and like, damn, I went through all that shit to be the person I am today. And that's who I'm becoming. I'm still not where I want to be. I still feel like still got to learn a lot to learn. Still gotta work on myself, and be patient with myself, be graceful with myself, but also be real. Keep it real with my boy Nolan and
Sure.
keep it simple.
I love the time conversation is one of my favorite ones, dude, because like that's the one thing you can't buy back, or you can't get it back. You can buy it back, you can't get it back once it's gone. And it's just like, especially in our industry, it's so easy to feel busy but not be productive. Like you can have a full day of just being slammed and you didn't even actually move your business forward. Your
Mhm.
profit didn't go up. So it's like when people come to me with that problem, I'm like, let me see your calendar. Let me see what you do every day, and I guarantee we can figure out what the problem is. And it's most likely they're putting all their time and energy towards things that don't make them a profit. They're just keeping themselves busy, and that drains you. When your profit's not going up and you feel like you're having long days and you're not scaling, you're not leveraging that time out, it can get so draining in this industry. So the second you can learn that, and like what you said, cold calling, that's probably the highest dollar per hour task you can do. All the other things are necessary, but they don't bring in the new money.
Yeah.
That's all old money. That's busy work. If you can double down on what actually brings in the dollar per hour and either leverage out the other stuff or figure out a way to do it easier and not waste your time or energy doing it, that's when you can really start to see momentum again, but like we can start to scale at a high level, because then when you're flowing like that too, your energy and your frequency stays higher.
What did you call it? Your first flow what? Flow
Flow state. Yeah, I love that was a good episode. When you're in it, you feel like you got 8 hours worth of work done in 1 hour.
dude, I tell people you cold calling for 2, 3 hours a day would change your fucking life.
Oh, for sure.
Do it
Deep
every
focus.
day. That momentum, that state, that flow state, dude, you're like having fun.
Yeah.
It's like you're excited, it's a feeling you can't make up, and it's just crazy because it's not hard. Yeah, and like you said, you do it every day, over and over again. You're never gonna get your time back. And if you're actually pushing the needle forward, things will eventually compound and you will start seeing results. I think people just lie to themselves.
It's cool that you like watched my podcast. Like you did your research. Have you always been that way? Like you're very intentional. It's impressive.
I don't get my time back, Nolan.
True.
I want to be, I think presence is a huge thing we lack nowadays. Everybody's distracted. I mean, I'm stuck right now because my email is going off, but I wish I would mute it, but I want to be here.
Good. Yeah, you're good.
I just, you have to be with your time. And if you're not, ask yourself, like you said, you're not going to get it back.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
That's another conversation I love. I'm curious your thoughts, like with everything that's so distracting these days. Like I mean, social media, the scroll, like I feel like our dopamine levels are all screwed up with how easy our phone is to access quick dopamine rushes. What do you train your team on that, or what's your thoughts on how to avoid that?
I need to do a better job. I need to be a better teacher. I need to be a better leader. But again, I try to do it by example. There's real life things you can do to get real dopamine that will have a longer lasting effect, healthier lifestyle. This all instant gratification shit's just fake dopamine. You're lying to yourself. You're staring at a screen. You're staring at pixels. Like, life is beautiful. There's so much to see out there, so many people to talk to and learn from. Food's amazing, so much food to try, good food.
Yeah.
And for me, my life has changed by being intentional, meeting good people like you, and building on this relationship. For me, hopefully this is a seed for us that we get to plant, nourish, and it's a two-way street. Always people think like, oh, hey, they're gonna come. No, you gotta put in your 2 cents too. Um, and for me, going to the gym, eating good, being in a real relationship with your family and loved ones,
Mhm.
that is real dopamine.
Yeah. It's boring up front, but the long-term reward is so much better dopamine. And then the fake dopamine feels good at the front end, and you feel like crap afterwards. The scrolling, the eating bad, the drinking, the whatever bad vice you have, it feels amazing at first, and you're guilty. The real dopamine is vice versa. It feels painful and boring at first, and then once you get used to it, it's
Hey, I see you. I see you.
hey, trying. Doing 75
Okay.
hard right now. I haven't even told anybody, but I'm on day 10 today.
And like he's a somebody like him. I part of the OS app,
Yeah.
and that shit is just next level. We're a community at the end of the day. It makes me feel good. Like people like you, people like Felipe, your mentor, Dustin. We're not alone. You
Yeah.
know, we're here and we ain't going nowhere. And people are gonna know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, we started when I met Chris, my mentor, we had a Zoom that he's like, let's hop on Zoom every Tuesday and just like doesn't matter where you're at, what level you're at, what company you're at, how old you are, like let's just all hop on a Zoom 8 o'clock on Tuesday and just start talking. It was like 10 of us. This week we just hit 117 of us, like people all over the country, any brokerages, there's like brokerage owners and stuff, and like everyone's just fired up and like some people don't have their cameras on, some people don't talk or anything, but like the amount of value you get from that. Like we're all in the same business, but there's enough business out there where we're not really competitors, because I mean it's the top freaking probably 3% that do 97% of the business anyways. So you're not even worried about that. And there's enough houses to go around, but like creating that culture and community is been a game changer.
100%. And it's a community, and it makes me feel good about myself. Like shit, when I'm out there, a lot of times, you're doing things that are 1%ers, 10%ers, which means 9 out of 10 people aren't doing what you're doing, right, Nolan? So
Yeah,
9 out of 10 times you probably feel alone. You're probably like, shit, I'm an outlier. I'm a black sheep. Look at everybody else.
yeah,
But like you said, we're here to stay, man. I think slowly but surely, truth is coming out, the light's coming out in all aspects, not just our industry, but all across the world. I just feel like you said right now, the biggest thing that I love is collaboration. I love that you guys do that call because I was the chairperson for YPN last year, and that's kind of how I met Felipe through YPN.
yeah,
And to me, it's just wanting to create a space where people can come in openly and without fear, ask any fucking questions.
yeah.
Anything.
Yeah, I like that. And that's how people grow, especially in this industry because we're all kind of alone. It's like we all own a restaurant and the restaurant owners aren't all meeting together and figuring out how to make more profit. Luckily, in our business, we'll share most of our ideas, what works for us, and you got to be resourceful. There's a lot of resources in our industry. You got to have the skill of being resourceful. That's why I try to tell people, I'm like, I can't hold your hand, especially with me not having a team. Like they're just like in my downline. I'm like, I'll give you all the resources you want. You got to be resourceful. And if you're not, like, sorry, you got to learn that skill.
And that's what I kind of love about this industry is you eventually meet people that are cutthroat and
Yeah.
and the ones that are and aren't, you can tell right away.
Yeah. When it comes to goal, are you big on goals? Like what kind of goals do you set now? Is it like a production? Is it money? Or are you more just like self-development? How do you set those?
All of them have a bucket. I feel like, goals within the gym, self-development, goals within family, relationships, goals within like eating habits, goals within, I have several business ventures that I manage. So I have couple hats I wear, Nolan,
Oh,
throughout
yeah.
the day. And on top of that, raising four beautiful boys, coaching and being present with them, being involved and just trying to make sure we make those priceless memories together. So prioritizing my time is probably one of my biggest things I'm big on. And I try to hit all those buckets throughout the day. If I hit each bucket, Nolan, I feel like I had a great day.
Yeah.
Tomorrow it's going to be a little tough. I'll be at waste management, but you best believe I'm going to try to hit the gym early in the morning. I'm going to try to
Yeah.
drink my water.
Have
I'm going to
fun,
try
yeah.
I'm going to try to find some good food.
That's gonna be fun, dude. That's gonna be super fun. I was supposed to go today, and I'm like, I just got too many back-to-backs. But I go every year. I mean, the weather's amazing right now too.
Can't make this up. The weather is.
Oh, it actually can't get better.
Are you going at all this week?
I mean, I'm supposed to go. I got invited each day, and I haven't committed to anything yet. So it's probably gonna be a game time decision. We'll see.
Look at you guys. I like your style. I
Every
like
year
it.
it's game time decision, but I'm doing 75 hard right now, so I'm like, I don't want to be going there and being around all that temptation. So who knows?
I not as much of a drinker as I used to be. That to me, I'll be fine. I just watered and
Yeah,
I'm more like people watching. Again, I'm actually
yeah,
like
it is fun to be watching.
excited to go and not be at the office and then also just come back to my little one. That's the kind of the biggest thing is like I hate being away from my kids. So
That's cool. Well, this was awesome, dude. I appreciate you. I know we're both busy. I'm excited. Like this is just the beginning of a good relationship. I know we're just gonna stay in touch and just keep going to this. I mean, we have a bunch of events that we go to, so we'll stay in touch. I guess to end it off before I let you go, like what's one big piece of advice for anybody listening that you'd give them?
reach out, reach out to Nolan, myself. I feel like we're the same wavelength where we're open books.
Mhm.
I paid the dummy tax for you guys, 16 years doing this shit. I went through some things that I think could save you some time and something that you won't get back because your damn time. So feel free to reach out to me. Open book. Nolan, thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate you, man. If you do make it out there, let me know.
I'll hit you up. How do
And
people find you? Instagram?
Instagram. You
Cool.
could shoot me a text or email me.
All right, just is your Instagram just your name, Edgar Chavez?
The
The Edgar Chavez. I love it.
Yeah, Edgar
I'm
Chavez.
not,
They
I'm
took
not,
Edgar Chavez. Some other.
uh, I like it. I like it. Well, thanks. Good talking to you, bro. We'll talk soon.
Hey, you too, man.
All
Take
right.
care. Peace.